And a very good day to you and welcome to the program. Today I want to speak to you about home. A home. Do you have a home? Let's go to Psalm 84 and I'm reading one verse 4. Psalm 84 and verse 4. Blessed are those who dwell in your house. They will still be praising you. And then that other scripture which we know so well on this program, the Gospel of Mark chapter 8 and verse 36. What will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? You and I need to stop chasing the wind. That was a phrase that was used by the wisest man that ever lived, King Solomon. And we need to start building a home. Stop running around and settle down and build a home. Now, come on now. If you look at verse 3 of this very psalm, you'll see that even the swallow has a nest and the sparrow has found a home. Of course, you and I are not speaking about brick and mortar, are we? No, not at all. We are talking about relationships in the home. You see, a home is not a building. A home is made up of the people that live inside it. You know, after leaving Zambia 46 years ago, can you believe it, and coming down here to Shalom and building a home, I was a very young man. I just turned 30 years old. And I had a very young family, 5 children and a young wife. And my greatest desire was to own my own farm once again. But you see, I made a very big mistake. I thought home was getting that farm. I thought that if I got that farm, then again I would be at peace and I would have a place for my wife and my children. I thought that that is what a home was supposed to be. But I was totally wrong, you see, because I was chasing up the wrong street. You see, security is not in owning property. Security is in knowing a person. And I want to say to you that I used to work up to 18 hours a day. That's a fact. My wife will tell you. And I was pulling out bush, preparing new lands, building fences, buying cattle, planting maize. I would go out to work before the children woke up. I would come back from work and the children were already washed, in their pajamas, had their supper and in bed. And I hardly ever saw them. That is a recipe for a disaster. But thanks be to God, on the 18th of February 1979, in a little church in the main street of Greytown, just over that hill, I met Jesus, and he explained to me what a real home is supposed to be. I came home, back here, and I got my priorities in order. First God, then my wife, then my children, and then the farm. I want to say to you today, you might even be a preacher of the gospel. Be careful that you're so busy out there preaching the gospel that the wheels are coming off at the ranch. You need to make sure that your home is in order, and then you have a platform to speak from. But if you say, no, you know, the family must get on, I've got a mission, I've got a calling. No, your calling is to make a home, first of all for your family, and then for the people around you. Once you do that, then you'll have peace in your heart. Jesus bless you and goodbye.